Test, test, test. Wonderfully. Here you go. Got it? Yeah. What? Who is this? Who is that? Who is this man on my screen? What is that? Oh no. I can't hear you.
I said I'm a new man.
Watch out, ladies.
I'll be right back. Oh, you know I already have my first vaccinate, baby.
Hey, John.
How are we in this game?
Matt's got a surprise for you.
Ooh, luck on Bulls.
You'll see.
Is it grapes?
Ooh, I do have some grapes. I want to show you. I'll wait till Matt gets back.
I love you have the best grape guy I've ever seen.
He's pretty awesome, man.
Great guy.
Shout out to him, even though he passed away, but his store still lives on. But shout out.
All right, let's do this.
There's the surprise. Look at him.
You look great, dude.
What up?
Dude.
Hey, John.
You can any look you can rock, man.
Thank you.
He's right. I haven't
you
seen
got a very like if you needed to go on the lamb, you'd be fine. I've never not thought you looked good in whatever you had.
He's Dr. Kimball.
Yeah.
Far too kind. And it's not just that I ditched the stash. Check this out.
Oh man.
Haircut, baby.
Dude, I love it. I
love
love
it. For it. Oh yeah, he's Dr. Kimball, man.
You switch the samples.
You know,
I feel like I lost a dead animal off the top of my head.
Provastic.
Lance.
Are we gonna win?
Lance. We're about 2.
I want to win this game so bad. Oh, you're way ahead.
No, we're not gonna win.
I'm ahead. Where you at? Where are we at?
10:48, 47.
All right. I'll wait till 10:38.
Right on. JR, what's going on? Will said my stream site froze. I need an update. Bulls currently up 91-89. What? Oh, BTG, the Lakers fan in the house.
Lake Show, baby.
Wait, you there? At the 10:38?
Sorry. Yep, 10:38. Watching Thad at the free throw line right now. Hartenstein. Dude, that guy needs to be called Rammstein.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with him having the nickname Rammstein.
You can't have that haircut and have that last name. You just
why? Just it's too aggressively anti-Semitic.
Not in 2021. You just can't. I'm sorry. Like you gotta have a different haircut.
Oh man, that's funny.
It's either last name or haircut. Pick.
Oh, Will.
Thank you, Will.
You are far too kind, and you are welcome.
Oh, thrill.
We would be doing this every game, just the three of us, whether or not anybody else wanted to join us.
Hey, he missed 2. Wow. He missed them all.
Both teams are seeing some breaks, but man, Zach's free throws, man, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, just hitting the wall right now.
Robert Horry? Oh.
He's terrible.
Dude, he just hit his last 2 before that.
Yeah, he's 5 of 8 now.
Good God.
Oh,
dude, how about that third quarter that Kobe had after he looked straight up awful in the first quarter?
Dude,
he's been doing that this season.
He's crazy, man.
Yeah. And his toughness. I think we need to talk more about his toughness too. Because that dude be getting beat up.
He just took another shot.
Another shot, yes.
He has more than double the rebounds Wendell has.
Ooh, there you go, Cole.
Cole.
Yeah.
He is so
well
dangerous.
Gate, has a strong third quarter pretty much every night. It's almost like he should come off the bench.
He started the third quarter. He
he's
should.
so-
When you get a better point guard.
Yeah, it's like exactly. That's the thing. You play the soldiers you got. It'd be great if we had tanks. We have cavalry.
Bayonets.
You said cavalry again.
I know. I'm not. I probably won't change.
Yes.
It's in there now.
Thankfully, neither will Matt.
Cardigan? Is it cardigan? How do you say it? It's the C words.
Cavalry.
It's the 3-syllable C words that get me.
Matt can't help himself. This is the best. He can't. He can't.
Cardigan.
Look at him.
Cardigan.
With a D.
Cavalry.
What's the band called?
The Cranberry?
The Cardigans. Is it the Carnigans or the Cardigans?
It's the Cardigans.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
So it's the
A
Carpenter.
cardigan isn't a thing.
I know. I don't know why I got that from then. I'm trying to figure out where I got it from.
Easy with the C words.
That's what I said. 3-syllable C words.
Bill
Catholicism.
said, I feel like Jokic didn't even listen during timeouts. He knows he's in control. Yeah, I mean,
he's the best.
What could Mike Malone say?
Yeah.
Hey, Jokic.
It's Mike Malone,
the MVP of the league. Oh, thanks, Coach. Will do.
He's definitely my MVP right now. That dude
He's not mine yet because of record.
What's their record?
They are currently 18 and 15.
And
but where are they?
Make them?
They're 6th or something, right?
Oh, you're right. To be 6, you'll have to do something special. You're right, John. You're right.
I don't know if they're 6th. I'm also like things change so quickly now.
Yeah, the West is fluctuating like crazy, just like the East. Let's see here.
Look at Marlon said, "Look at Matt wearing his throwback face tonight."
Yeah. They are Denver's
7th.
currently 7th.
Yeah, he's not MVP because he's 7th.
Yeah, 7th. You can't be MVP. Completely agree. Completely
So
agree.
you're saying like if the Sixers hold on to the 1 seed in the East, that's more deserving of MVP for Embiid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not even close.
Yeah. If you're gonna be 7, you have to be special. Like you have to be Westbrook, averaging a triple-double. Special.
Which he might.
You know what I mean? If he does that, then we can
Does he have his triple-double yet tonight? Ooh, he only needs one more assist. He's at 22, 13, and 9.
Oh.
He's still leading the league in assists though, right?
No, I think Harden is.
Harden
is now
per game, I think. But Harden missed some time, so I'm not sure as far as like season totals. What's up, Lakina? Yes, I did shave.
Hey, I brought you
like
guys
a new man.
I brought you guys something since you were talking about grapes.
Yes.
Dave's got grapes.
My grape guy gave me something new.
Just throw it through my webcam.
And I tried it. He gave me
grapes.
Cotton candy.
What? Cotton candy, sweet grape.
Get that out of here. I don't want my grapes tasting like cotton candy. I want my grapes tasting like grapes.
I said the same. And then I ate them. Well, not really a difference. I was like, I don't see the big deal. Really don't. But they're good. They're not bad. They're good. Because, grape, who would have thought grapes and candy would be good? We have a 4-point lead. Oh. I like the fact
Denzel.
Denzel. Yeah, hey! It worked.
What?
It worked.
Was that not a travel?
I don't know what you're talking about, Matt.
Eli said, Bulls are looking like a playoff team. Let's pump the brakes.
Ooh.
Let's pump the brakes.
A play-in team.
A week ago, Bulls fans were like, we're the 6th seed. And it's like,
right.
We're actually a 10th seed today. Thanks for playing, though.
I don't know. When
I just want to make the playing tournament.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this idea.
Because you're still in the lottery, and it's like the best of both worlds.
Okay, so Jordan and I were talking about that on Locked On today, and we couldn't remember hearing the rules specifically. So if you do the play-in as the 9th or 10th, and beat 7 or 8,
I think you're right. I think I was wrong.
You keep your lottery spot.
Let's find out.
You take your lottery spot.
Let's find out. But I think you're right because you shouldn't. That would be that would give you because then if I was the 8th seed, I would purposely in a good team, I'd purposely try to get to the 9th seed to keep my pick.
Yeah.
And be like, we can beat you. Like home court doesn't matter. It's COVID.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on, Denzel. Oh, look at Jokic, man. He's rolling with this bench. Oh, look at him. Giving him the business. Man,
I mean, you can't do anything about that.
6'9", guys. He's 6'9". It will always be a problem. Yes.
Yeah, he just
all right, step back.
I do not care.
It's gonna be an issue. And he brings the ball up. My gosh.
You can be like the most ferocious turtle in the world. You're not a shark.
Oh, look at that spin. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
He is unstoppable.
Did you hear John?
No, what did John say?
He said you can be the most ferocious turtle in the world. You're still not a shark.
Like that's how I feel about Wendell. They're like, but it's like he's 6'9". Like, it's not at this point. It's just facts. Look at Patrick Williams. Jeez.
I mean, he just knows he can get a bucket every time. He puts the ball on the floor against Wendell.
Oh my gosh, man.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, just eating him for everything. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. My
Turtle
God.
soup.
Turtle soup.
God, look at Jokic. God dang it.
Oh, man, dude. And I mean, yeah, you can easily say he does this against everyone because, yeah, he does. He's good. But, man, is it glaring when you got your best guy in there and he's just eating them every which way. And most of it in the post. Like, it's not like he's stepping back shooting.
Oh, my God, no way.
Wait.
Oh, dude, if that went in, I was about to have a goddamn aneurysm. Gustavo, turtle power. Gustavo, I know that you are a man who respects attention to detail. I would have appreciated it if you had spelled out T-U-R-T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power.
The details. It's the little things that Denzel Washington told me yesterday.
Oh, was that good?
Yeah, it was a movie.
Yeah. I honestly, you know how like there's some people in a movie like if like for me if Allison Janney or Steve Zahn are in a movie, I'm like, oh, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
You know, if Jared Leto's in a movie, I'm like, I'm all right. I think I'm done. I think I'm all letoed out for a minute.
When you have 3 Oscar winners, it should be better. Is how I feel. I mean,
Yeah.
Denzel was Denzel. Like, it's who he is. He's gonna be
so good.
Good. Like it's what it is. But the story wasn't great. The way it was shot was, it was long. It was very, very long. And yeah, the payoff was, that's it. Like, it was like, all right. I went 2 hours for this. Like, yeah, it was okay. I'm glad
Shout out
to
Bet Rivers Casino or Bet Rivers Sportbook, who, with all of the advertising and TV ads of all of these different gambling sites these days, now that Illinois legalized it, is the one that's still just like, hey, here's a shot of sports fans enjoying the game in a living room together, as opposed to like, hey, here's a pair of double Ds. Gamble on sports.
You say shout out, I'm like, no. I'm kidding. But you know who Bet Rivers has, I think, too, as the voiceover? Ben from Veep. Is that the guy Ben from Veep? Because he voices one of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's such a Chicago accent or such a Midwest accent. It's great.
The lovable chaperone / manager from Heavyweights.
Yes. No, different guy.
Different guy? I think that's the same guy. Oh, you're right. It's a different guy. But what am I thinking of? He plays a dad in another like really popular like 90s.
The one with Justin Long, right? He gets into college or something.
Oh, he's the dad in Transformers.
He is the dad in Transformers.
Okay. He's the dad in Transformers for sure.
He's in like a Seinfeld episode season 2 with Elaine, and it's like so funny because like
he really
years later they do Veep.
Yep, that's true.
But he looks like the guy from Heavyweights. I've never put that together, but they really look like really alike.
It probably should have been him in Heavyweights, right?
That guy who did, and that guy's also not Louis Anderson.
Also not Louis Anderson.
Louis
Way
Anderson.
less annoying than Louis Anderson.
No, wow, I love Louis Anderson.
Oh, hey Otto,
It.
how's that back doing?
Oh, he's resting it. He's
Still
resting.
broken?
He's 27 years old. He's resting. He's just old enough to rent a car, but now he's got to rest.
Nice gigantic bling around your neck with your initials.
He's only a year removed from his parents' insurance.
Pretty petty.
Wait, what, John? What you say?
He's a year removed from his parents' insurance, but he's got to rest. I mean, that's how young he is.
Oh my god.
That's right. I cheer for KP, so let's just swap him.
Peck looks like a baby.
Baby Peck. Oh, boss baby.
Oh, whoa. All right. I forgot he could do that. I just haven't heard him do it in so long. Little not worth the brush with COVID. I mean, I didn't go to a theater. I mean, I was on HBO Max, like, you know. Sat right in a comfy chair and enjoyed it.
I mean, are movie theaters even open in Chicago yet?
There's some.
There's some, I think.
Mm-hmm. There are a couple.
No thanks.
I was visiting my grandmother, and she's like 96, and has lung disease. And my uncle was visiting, and he was sitting on the foot of. She's like homebound, so like we're all there. By all, I mean like my wife, my uncle, and my grandma. He sits on the foot of my grandma's bed, and he's like, "COVID's so tough. I've been so bad lately." And I'm thinking like he took his mask off once, like while walking. And he was like, "I saw Tenet in the movie theaters," and I was like, "What? You're an adult. That's insane." I was like, and this was like pre-vaccine.
Oh my god!
Like the vaccine did not exist.
Oh
Guys,
my god!
This would be the biggest win of the year so far, I think.
Yeah, just like the Suns would have been the biggest win of the year, but we fucked that up.
Yeah, but the Suns are better than this team.
That is true.
The Suns are good.
And this means something to AK.
I mean,
he said he wanted to win.
I think Phoenix has 21 wins. Denver has 18. Oh my god, that is not a good possession.
I thought he was going to hit that for a second.
I kind of do too.
Yeah.
And even if he had, it still would have been a bad possession.
Yeah. No. Agreed.
Oh God, Wendell, you are just you're a helpless baby duck. You are a helpless baby duck. It's like the last duck at the back of the line that gets separated from the rest of the line of ducks, and the mama duck turns around and is like, "Where are you, last baby duck?"
Wow.
That is Wendell trying to guard legitimate centers in the NBA.
Man, dude, and that's the word, Matt. Legitimate center. Legitimate. That's the word. You got to be special, man.
Isn't it kind of crazy? Do you guys ever think about how there's all this obsessive talk about how the NBA is going so small ball this, small ball that? You know, the Hamptons 5 Warriors lineup from a couple years back. And like, yes, there are a lot of teams that still effectively play small ball lineups for significant portions of the game. Hell, the Bulls' best lineup is Thad Young at the 5.
Right.
But there's like already a mini resurgence of true centers. Jokic, Embiid.
The Lakers,
like Vucevic, kicked our ass this season.
The Lakers championship team last season had Anthony Davis, Dwight.
They started JaVale McGee.
Yeah, they had large people play a lot of minutes.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah,
people don't understand what small ball is because Jokic and Embiid are threats to the perimeter.
Right.
Like, the ball handlers have gotten bigger.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, that's very important.
Like Ben Simmons is 6'10".
Right.
Now he doesn't play small ball, but he's not small. He's almost 7 foot.
Oh, beat up. Oh, you should have caught and shot. Damn.
We keep it.
Should have pulled that trigger.
Run the play for Zach. I don't know what it's called, but run that. Oh, timeout by BD. Okay.
I was going to take a timeout.
Clutch point 5.
Wendell has 3 rebounds.
Yeah, he does.
2 points.
3 rebounds. He's got 8 points, 2 assists. The rebounds thing is just crazy. Your starting center.
6'9", man.
Kobe has 9. Kobe has 9 rebounds. Wendell has 3.
What do you do, man? What do you do here? Like, you got to do something at some point. Man, poor Wendell is suffering from Chris Dunn not being here because now all my ire is on Wendell. Chris Dunn, who has not played a second this season.
Dude, I went and looked up Chris Dunn today because he just crossed my mind. I said, what's he doing? And then I saw that after the surgery recently, they had to go back and look at his knee again to see if everything was okay. He's going to take a little more time. I was like, man, this is a knee and ankle issue, actually. Knee and ankle.
Not that Matt said people will still call this a solid game from Wendell. I'm sorry, if your starting center, say he finishes with this 8-3, if anyone who tries to say that that's a solid game is insane.
Yeah.
Like, why do you watch basketball? Like, like that. Now I want to know, like, what are you doing with your time? Like, because you don't like
there's only so much you can put in being like, like undefinable intangibles, like part of the evaluation of a player's effect on the game.
Right, correct. Oh,
Kobe in the corner.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
I love being so behind because now I know when to be excited and not.
I love spoilers.
I love horses.
I love horses.
Butternuts.
That's a beautiful, beautiful basketball play too.
Other stuff.
God, that was an awesome out of timeout play.
Jokic just flipped out.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Woo.
Right back.
Was it a 3?
Dude, Jamal Murray is a mean dude.
Jamal Murray is a great player to play. Who would you rather have on your team?
Look at that little P&R from Zach and Thad.
What'd you say? He's a great player to what, John?
He's a great player to play. Like, who would you rather have on your team? Because I feel like he's right in the middle of really good to great.
Yeah, he's definitely right in the middle of that.
John, you want to hear something even funnier than Wendell's 8-3?
Please.
So you look at the Bulls bench tonight. You're like, oh, Denzel, 13 points. Okay, all right. Chipped in 4 rebounds, 3 assists. 3 of 8 from downtown. 3 of 8's not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah,
not
Cornette.
Bad.
5 of 15 from the field. That means that Denzel is 2 of 7 inside the 3-point line. Denzel, you are not allowed to take 7 shots inside the 3-point line in one game. And you're damn sure not allowed to take 7 shots inside the 3-point line if you're only going to make 2 of them.
He's taken 15 shots so far?
15.
Wow, that's impressive.
That boy, I swear, that man.
That's impressive.
15 shots?
That's a lot of shots.
I don't think Luka took 15 shots tonight against the Magic.
I mean, Patrick Williams only has 10. Like,
Patrick never shoots
Yeah, Denzel taking more shots than Patrick Williams is a cardinal sin, and we should shoot Denzel out of a cannon.
Cardinal.
Like Kobe White had 16 shots. Cardinal.
Nice callback, John.
Well done, Savine. Well done, sir. Well done. I got a cotton candy grape here with your name on it.
If you laugh at your own mistakes, they can't make fun of you.
Come on, Thad. Stay down. God, you can't stop this man.
Again, Thad is 6'7". But Thad actually puts body on him, which I will say. It feels like he provides a little more resistance.
Yeah. Oh,
nice.
That was a tough pass that Thad gave. That was low.
Honestly,
it was at the knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows it. Iceman Timbo said Denzel's mannerisms are just so weird on the floor. You know what Denzel's mannerisms on the floor remind me of? Chuck Swirsky's post-game dances after victories.
The Chuck stuff. Oh! Oh my! Oh my God!
That's the friggin' rebound. Come on, Kobe. Come on, Zach.
Oh, they stripped him.
Man.
Oh.
Josh said Denzel airballing that transition layup made me cringe. Made me laugh. You just got to be able to laugh at things like that.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Bodying people. Michael Porter Jr.
That was a good stretch.
Ah!
There you go. Way to keep that alive. Hit it back to him. Oh, okay. Okay. Come on, baby. Oh, can we pull this out?
God, that was Patrick Williams' block on that Jokic putback, too. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Don't let him shoot from the three.
God. Oh, that's just a dumb and one. Dude, that when you see Jokic coming down the lane like that, Pete Up's just got to turn around and run away. Don't.
Joker.
And I mean, like, he barely even touched him. Oh, yeah, he got him.
The Joker.
I'm kind of glad Pat went up for that, though.
Yeah. That's what he's supposed to.
Certainly shows a level of fearlessness.
Kawhi would have gone up.
Oh, my God. 15 fourth quarter points from Jokic.
How cool would it be to block that, though? That is so dope. Western Union is their.
Oh, that's push off.
Rebound.
Yeah. Ah! Oh, no. Oh, that's
wow.
Cool. Oh, that's cool.
Wow. That's an NBA player.
Oh, no.
That's an NBA player.
Oh, good Lord.
Go to the bucket. Don't get dribble happy there, Zach. Y'all can still work the ball. Nice.
Oh my God, how did he pull up like that?
Oh, there
rebound,
you go, Dad.
Rebound.
There you go. Come on, one more time, Kobe. Damn it.
Over the back. Thad. Yeah. Come on, Thad. Come on, baby.
Woo. Got to get a stop. Look at that. 6 steals.
Wow.
What a ridiculous stat line. 12,
God.
5, 4, and 6.
Is that Thad?
Yeah.
He has 6 steals?
Yeah.
Yes. That's amazing.
To go along with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists.
The Joker.
That is so good.
Oh, that's impressive, man. All right, what we doing? And then he can get to anywhere he wants on the floor. That was also really impressive. Look at him.
He just looks like a dude, too. Like,
yeah. Oh, just working, just working cats.
He just looks like a dude. On.
Man, dog.
He looks like the trainer.
Like they throw his jerseys at him when he comes in. Hey, take care of that for me.
God, he's unbelievable.
So good.
So good, man. He's so good.
God, he's good.
We need a starting center.
I mean, if there is a silver lining to this, gentlemen, assuming that the Bulls don't have a miracle down 4 with 47 seconds left, it's that Arturas Karnisovas is now making basketball decisions for us. You look at some of the talent on this Denver team, especially an international prospect like that, and you say, okay, I feel pretty good about who's making basketball decisions for our organization now.
That's funny. I mean, every time I see Jokic and how he plays and what he does, I think that all the time. That is always my first thought. Like, we got that guy. We got the guy who said, you're good. And let me get you in the second round. Get you in here.
And like, they already took their first swing. You know, our second rounder from last year, Marko Simonovic. Like, I've been keeping an eye on his stat lines overseas.
Me too.
Watching some of his highlights and replays.
He had 28 points last game, right?
Like, he's looking pretty darn good. And, you know, maybe that's something that, you know, the Bulls bring him over next season. Maybe they let him play professionally, you know, for another season over there. But, like, we could already be talking about AK having found a gem.
Ooh. He traveled.
Oh,
Yeah, he
come
did.
on.
He did. He definitely did.
Although it was interesting, and we could talk a little bit in post game about some of those comments that we got from Arturas Karnisovas pregame today. His sort of like mid season press availability sounded like he is not someone who's ready to give up on Lauri Markkanen. So that's interesting.
Turn that around.
What are they gonna say?
I mean, yes, agree. It's not like they're going to be like, yeah, well, he's injured again and we hate him, so bye.
Yeah, if you're trying to trade him, you're like, we love him.
Oh. What you want to do,
Gotta
Zach?
get a bucket. Gotta get a bucket.
It don't have to be a free foul. All right. There you go,
Okay.
Zach.
Okay.
See, don't have to be a 3. Get these free throws. Luke Cornett's in the game.
Luke Cornett's in the game, guys.
As for Marko Simonovic and the love we were giving him just a minute ago, not that Matt said, but he's 39, so he better get here soon.
That was so funny. And the fact that it wasn't out of the question.
Dude.
Yeah.
Any other franchise, we would never even contemplate it.
Dude, I will never forget doing this show and when they said that they drafted that guy and Matt Peck was I'm talking about, if you ever seen somebody with guns and rockets cocked and loaded, ready to fire, it was Matt Peck when he thought they drafted a 38-year-old from overseas. He was, oh my God, he was ready.
Hey, what can I say, man? PTSD is no laughing matter.
Very true. Very true.
For a quick second, I just swore that I was still living in the past Garpax hellscape reality.
Dude. Oh.
Are they going to call a whistle or?
There you go. That's smart. They didn't want Murray and Jokic to have it, I guess.
But I mean, like, even if that was the strategy, they fouled both of those players.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And
the rest were just like, no.
There's so many fouls.
I mean, they hacked both of them.
You're right.
And the refs just decided not to call it.
Letting them play. It's a big one. We got a TO. Okay.
Bulls have a timeout, yeah.
Okay. All right. There you go. Stay right there, Kobe. Luke.
Oh,
Cash.
All right. Need to hit a 3 and get fouled doing it.
Oh, he's got the clipboard where you put the pegs where you want them to be and not draw. That's nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the magnets.
Yeah, the magnets. Thank you.
I like those.
Magnet, yes.
I still don't really get how magnets work.
Bol. There he is. Looking like a big old tree.
Bol would be a better center for us.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah. He's tall, athletic, can do stuff. Yeah. 23, 20, 13, 12.
I mean, it's some good balanced scoring, and kudos to the Bulls for staying in this game, but the fourth quarter was just the friggin' Joker show. And the Bulls had no answer for it.
I like how Saddle had a classic Saddle game, too. I haven't seen a classic Saddle game in a few, but this is a classic.
3, 4, and 5. Oh, yeah.
4 and 5, baby. That's
got it.
Classic Saddle.
Dude, because 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
12. God, that is in my brain because I was a baby when I saw it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, that's game.
That's the ball game.
God, I would have loved to win this game.
Too.
We made it tough on them, though. We're team. We're team, guys.
Take watch.
We're a team.
We know the talent we have. We still know exactly how every game we know what we know about this team.
Yeah.
There's been no surprises.
Marlon said Jokic looked at Wendell like, you will never, ever be on my level.
Never, ever. Ever, 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 ever. Get on my level.
He
never.
might have been demoted to Wendell Carter III tonight.
Oh my.
I think I'm going to tweet that. I'll probably get 4 likes.
Oh, dear God.
Boy.
Oh, good God.
Oh,
Wendell Carter III.
oh man.
Ah,
That is funny.
damn. Ooh. Who did Jokic just point and wave to?
I don't know.
Was it Arturis?
I hope so, because that means he's coming here next.
Because he just pointed like this and smiled, like almost like sinister smile. Oh, goodness gracious. Thanks for watching the fourth quarter with us, everybody. This is the Stretch 4. We are the Bulls Outcasts. I'm Matt. That's Big Dave. That's John. You can follow us on Twitter, Bulls_Peck, BAWL Sports, and J Sabine 214. As always, tips, welcome, appreciated, love them always, any size.
Even if it's like tips.
Yeah, tips are great, guys. This is another tough, frustrating loss. It kind of seemed like a replay of the Suns game in a way that's like, okay, the Bulls are actually battling with a quality Western Conference opponent. The Bulls got out to a classic Bulls starting this one. The young guys, the starters, get outclassed right out of the gate. The bench comes in. They fight their way back. Bulls had a pretty competent third quarter. Kobe helped out a lot in the third after a bad first quarter. They're right in it. And failure to execute. And basically, they let their opponents get what they want. And the Bulls can't get the stops that they need down the stretch. And tonight it was MVP candidate, the Joker. My God. I mean, like, Big Dave, I know when we were texting before this game, you were talking about how the Joker is like one of your favorite players to watch right now. How much did you enjoy that as a Bulls fan / Jokic fan?
Yeah. It's weird to say because I'm watching him be great and just dominate and do things. I'm like, oh my God, look at this dude. He's amazing to watch. And then you forget for a second that, oh my God, that's my team he's doing that against. Like, I shouldn't be this happy. But I mean, he was great though, man. Like, he was just, I love guys. Well, I say it a million times. I love people who recognize they're 7 feet tall. I love it. I love people who realize that. And he realized he's 7 feet tall from the moment he gets the basketball on the inbounds. He uses that size to get every single shot, including 3-pointers. We saw him shoot. We saw him do the dirt 3-point shot. He did a dirt fadeaway off the one leg just to put that up. And he loves it. He saw that these dudes are small. So guess what? I'm going inside and I'm going to bully you all night long. And he's so methodical. Takes his time, man. There's no rush. There's no flash to it. When he puts it up, it's like he knows timing very well. Like all great rebounders like Dennis Rodman and Bill Wallace and guys like that just know timing of the basketball and where it's going to go. If you watch his rebounds and how he got it, because he got a lot of offensive rebounds tonight. If you watch it, I mean, the way he timed it, just those tip backs that he was getting with 3 people surrounding him, it was impressive. It's just so impressive to watch. What do you have? 39, 14, and 9. My God.
Right.
My God, dog. How can you not be impressed by that watching what he
had more. He had more. So he had 9 rebounds or 9 assists? 9 assists.
He had more, 14 boards.
He had more assists than Wendell had points.
That is accurate. Wendell finished with 8 points. Wendell finished with that stat line that we were talking about midway through the fourth quarter of 8 points, 3 rebounds.
When Jokic's rebounds were more than all of Wendell's stats added up.
You're
and
right.
Points and baskets are worth 2 points. So like, you think points that should help?
I mean, as Patrick said in the comments, for anyone saying Wendell can't do anything to defend Jokic, I would agree, but every center goes off for career highs against him.
Thank you.
Guys, I think there is a point to be had there. And devil's advocate for just a quick second.
Sure.
The centers who have gone off for career highs against the Bulls and yes, against Wendell Carter Jr. I mean, Jokic, MVP candidate this season. Embiid, MVP candidate this season. Vucevic, all-star. Like
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis, Julius Randle, like the bigs that have dominated the Bulls and dominated Wendell. He's just like the Bulls have gone up against some of the best already. So, I mean, at some point, do you say, well, it's Wendell or it's a brutal schedule for the Bulls so far as all of these elite bigs that we're playing?
It's Wendell.
I mean, you could say that, but also you have to look at it on the other side. What is Wendell doing to counter that? Because those guys are going to do that. So what are you handling? Now, we saw him do that against Embiid in the first quarter. And we were like, okay, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, when you're going up against a guy like that. If he's going to go off on you, you do your best and you play your game, to get your points up there too. Like if he's going to get 50, I mean, you at least try to get 20, right? Like that's what you do. But that's what we haven't seen. So that's what makes it more glaring, especially tonight, 39-14-9 against 8-3-2. Like it makes it much more glaring. And that's when you start looking, because that's the one side of the ball that people look at him on, is the defensive side of the ball. So when what you do best, people are dominating you on, it becomes glaring after that.
Yeah, we're not. You make a great point. He's going to get. It's not that he can't contain these MVP candidates. If he had 14 and 8, we'd go fine.
Right.
Cool. We would not think there was a problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
He disappears. He gives you nothing. So not only are they getting their career highs, he's not doing anything on the other end. Like, at least stop playing defense, just play offense. Like save energy.
And what I've seen him revert back to. I'm sorry, John. What I've seen him revert.
I'm just saying, like, what we're asking for are average numbers. That's all we're asking for.
Yeah. And what I've seen him revert back to, sadly, in the past couple games, is that hesitation when he gets the ball in the middle of the paint and he's got an open shot. He doesn't even look at the basket. He did that a lot last year when he would get the ball and he wouldn't even look at the basket. It didn't matter how open he was. He would just immediately look for the pass. And I've seen him do that the past couple of games. And that's one thing I don't want him to get back to that, man, because he's obviously everything he's doing is in his head. Like it's all confidence level with him. And it's not high right now, especially when you're getting dominated by these kind of guys. And I mean, the schedule isn't going to get easier. I mean, because then the one I really want to be looking at is when he goes up against Bam Adebayo, because Bam also, having his size, also being 6'9", but a guy that I consider special because he's an all-star at that size and doing that position. So it's not going to get easier for Wendell, but he's got to counter it is all I'm saying. If you're going to struggle and these guys are going to do it on one end, you've got to counter it.
Just, I wanted to make a quick clarification because, we are giving Wendell a hard time right now, and I think the scrutiny is deserved. And obviously it's a big talking point for Bulls fans who are concerned about this team's front court. The 43-point game from Vooch happened after Wendell's thigh injury when it was Gafford starting and Wendell was on the shelf. So that one is taken out of the collective examples of Wendell getting owned.
And Anthony Davis. He wasn't playing that game either.
Guys, so just when's the last Wendell good game you can remember? I'm not even worried about the opponents. Like
18 and 13 against the Rockets.
18 and 13 against
18
the Rockets.
And 13 is his career game of the season so far.
No. Remember, he had a 23 and 12 game.
But I'm talking about for this season. This is the game of the season. 18 and 13.
No, this season he had that.
I'm saying that, and we're saying that's his best game this season. That's nothing.
As New Luck Josh said, exactly. He had 2 points against the Suns. Aiden isn't in that class. Certainly not in that class of all-star bigs we're talking about.
That's a good point.
I mean, guys, whenever where else do you look tonight? As I mentioned, the Bulls got a big lift from their bench. That young man, 12, 5, 4, and 5. Give it up for this man. And you know what? Let's talk about that for a second. I don't know if you guys saw Thad Young's Instagram and Twitter today, but obviously lots of rumors flying around. Bobby Marks for ESPN Plus put up the, all 30 teams trade deadline guide, what to look for, who might be on, the trade docket, which teams might be looking to buy and sell. And his piece on the Bulls basically said, I've talked to all kinds of executives around the league. Behind Bradley Beal, the name that I am hearing the most is Thaddeus Young. Playoff-bound teams who want that vet to add to their rotation. And Thad Young basically took a graphic from some sports blog with that quote, put it on his Instagram, and said, like, I'm humbled by this. This is cool, but I'm focused on what's right in front of me, and staying with this team and playing for this team, and trying to make the playoffs for this team. He said the same thing when he hopped on Zach LaVine's prank press conference with his family and friends when he was named an All-Star. And Thad Young said to Zach, when I got here, I signed here, I said, we got two things to do. We're going to make you an All-Star, and we're going to make the playoffs. So plenty of rumors swirling around. AK talked to the media today, too, about trade deadline stuff. He was pretty coy. No surprise there. But Thad Young basically stamped his opinion today on social media. I want to stay here, and I want to see if we can make the playoffs.
Yeah, and that just shows the kind of person he is, honestly. Like, he's just a great teammate, and everywhere he's gone, people say that about him. Like, dude, he is the best teammate. He's awesome. Yeah, we get that. Honestly, when I saw that post, I said, oh, your trade value just went up a little bit more. Because I was like, that's an awesome thing to say. Honestly, that was my first thought. I was like, yeah, and now you get an extra second-round pick now because you put that up. Yeah, that's great. He's an awesome ball player, awesome character guy. He's been great for us, 6'8", playing center, and just being a good facilitator, giving you points, finding an open man, righting the ship when the bench comes in. He's been awesome. But he's tradable. Like, I don't think he's untradeable, like, at all. Like, nothing about him says I can't be traded. Now, when I saw that, when he was on Zach's Zoom call, my first thought was he's not being traded. Like, there's no way. Like, this is his best friend. Like, it's not gonna happen. He'll be here. He'll be fine. He'll be here. But he's not untradeable, is my point. Like, it's not just a guy like, we got to have him. We got to do this. No, what we got to do is get better. That's what we've got to do. And so that's the only thing we've got to do. And Thad, yeah, he's great. He makes you better. But if his team's out there willing to give you a bunch of stuff just to get this dude they're considering number one, when last time the Bulls been sought after or wanted or desired by somebody in the NBA? It's been a minute, man. So I don't know if they want to take advantage of this or not, but yeah, Matt, John, it's gonna be interesting watching this.
This is a good problem to have.
Yeah,
you have someone people want that you can get value for, and that we like on the team that we want to keep. What's the problem here? We've been dreaming for this moment. A player we like and that has value that we could get. Like, this is great, but you don't know until you know what the trade is. So yeah, it could be dumb to trade him. It could be dumb to hold him. We don't know. We don't know. In a vacuum, it's just saying what your favorite color is over and over again, and then fighting with them.
Right. And I think that's why Arturas talking today to the media and being coy about the deadline. It kind of goes to your point when we were talking on Friday, John, which is like Bulls fans are talking about this as if it's black and white and trade Thad or don't.
Yeah.
We have no idea what the offers are, or if the offers have even started rolling in. Let's remember, most of the deadline trades that happen in the final 24 hours before said deadline. The Bulls have weeks to pick up the phone, to answer calls, to make calls about Thad Young or about anybody else on this roster. And we haven't heard anything concrete about the parameters of any hypothetical packages.
We've heard no rumors.
It's all nebulous at this point.
It's nebulous. But people be like, but we're better with that. It's like, that's not what we're saying. We know
that's
that.
not up for debate. Right? Duh.
He's our second best player. That's what we're saying.
He's good. Yeah, we know.
But you can't just this isn't like a war where you're like team Thad. This is a business, and until you know what the exchange is, it may be we may be getting bad offers, so he holds on to it. Great.
Right.
Yeah.
He's awesome though.
He is.
I'm enjoying his play.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I'm going to be just very quietly, curiously wondering about is if we get a surprise trade of one of the young core. Not Thad, but one of the young core.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Kobe White struggle up and down. We were just talking at length about Wendell and whether or not he fits big picture. Because to me, the last 2 losses have been glaring red signs of this is what your team is lacking. The Suns loss, where CP3 picks us apart and the Bulls have 10 fourth quarter turnovers, your team needs a point guard. Tonight, where a star caliber center dominates the crap out of us in the paint and basically does whatever the hell he wants in the fourth quarter to secure that team's win, Jokic over Wendell, this team still needs a true center. Those 2 positions. And so the fact that Kobe and Wendell, 2 of the young core, to me seem to be the most glaring problems with a starting 5. Zach is here. From what we've heard, he's not going anywhere. Not at least anytime soon. And Patrick Williams is this team's 4 of the future. Forget Wendell, forget Lowry. That's your starting 4 for years to come. I think it's like so intriguing to me to see we're going to spend all this time talking about trade Thad Young, don't trade Thad Young, and they might actually sneakily just move one of those 2 guys, Kobe or Wendell.
Yeah, they might. And honestly, real shout out to Kobe White, though, because like you said, he struggled in that first quarter. In that third quarter, he came through. The man ended with 20 points and 10 rebounds. And what I've seen, and 3 assists. And what I've seen from Kobe lately is him saying, okay, well, if I'm not going to be able to pass the ball, how else can I affect the game? And I can affect the game because I'm 6'5" and I can get rebounds. Okay, let me do that now. Because these are I don't remember his last stat line, but his rebound totals have been much higher. He's getting 7, 8 rebounds now a game. And that's impressive to me because that's what you want when a guy is like, I'm struggling. I'm not doing this well. Well, then what can I do well? How can I help? Let me see what I can do. Oh, bet I can box out. Oh, man, I'm a little tougher inside. Okay, let me get these rebounds and start the break and see what happens with that. So I appreciate him recognizing that. That's good recognition for him on the court. But yeah, you're right, Matt. Like, we know the glaring weaknesses. Like John said it before we came on here. We know what we are. We know what the issues we have. We get it. We see it. We're watching the games. We understand. And they're not debatable. You know what I'm saying? Like, we understand you need a facilitating point guard. Yep. You understand you need a big man in the paint. Yep. You understand you need a 2 because this is the next game. This is another game, guys, where we played a team that has 2 and we have 1. This is a game where Chris Paul and it's Devin Booker, and then you got Jamal Murray and you got Jokic, and we have Zach LaVine, and we just got 1. So it's 2 against 1. So that's really what is going on right here. Like when we play the Lakers, it's LeBron and it's AD. Like you're playing 2 against 1. So you're right. We got to get that other 2. Lowry is supposed to be that guy with those numbers and things, but best availability is availability, and he hasn't been there. But yeah, you're right, man. It's going to be very interesting going forward to see if they pull that off.
I have a question. I have a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because have you found it like the most frustrating part about this season is how consistent this team feels. Like Matt, you were like they're going to lose it just like they did the Suns. We know exactly who's going to ball out. We know who we know who we can rely on. Like it's wild to me how like someone doesn't pop up from the bench and like take over in a way like someone different, I should say. Like Sato doesn't go off for 25 one game, or how we know exactly. We kind of these almost feel like they're scripted out. They're so consistent.
Mm.
It's just I think that's been the most frustrating part for me watching these games. So I'm like, God, give me something different. I know how this is going to go.
Yeah.
Why am I watching the games?
And I apologize. It was way back earlier on tonight. Somebody in the comments, I can't remember who, said, does it count as progress or a sign of moving forward if Bulls fans are going in games like this against knowing we're going to lose and probably lose by a lot and not caring to being like heartbroken because we've lost so many close winnable games against quality opponents this season. And that in itself being a sign of progress. Last season, when we would sit down and start to watch a game, unless we were playing the Wizards or the Wizards, I was like, we're going to lose and we're going to lose by fucking 20. And now it's like, we almost beat the Suns. We almost beat the Nuggets. We almost beat the Lakers and the Clippers. We're coming up just shy. And that is a sign of progress, but it still means when you're not closing fourth quarters, the guys that they're going to keep from the young court, they need to get better. And basically, You just need to add talent. Josh saying the team talent level, not that high, not good enough.
Yeah. Gotta get better with the talent level. I mean, were you guys surprised to not see guys like Felicio and Gafford out there tonight against Jokic, knowing how big he is and how dominant he is?
Gafford, maybe, but let's be honest. I mean, other than his highlight reel blocks, Gafford was getting cooked on the defensive end when he was starting for Wendell.
Right.
And the other guy, no. No.
But we could have said that about Cornette like 2 weeks ago. Like that same sentence. That same exact sentence right there. Honestly, I was a little surprised I didn't see either one of them. I thought he would try to switch it up and not continue to go with the smaller, guys on there because they were getting cooked. That's the only reason. They were getting destroyed. That's what we saw Luke Cornette out there at the end of the game, for God's sakes. Like, like you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I thought we would see
the Cornette at the end of the game. I was like, okay, come on.
That's the streak running too hard. That's Cody on step by step.
Thank you.
Getting his own series. That's like, all right, dog. All right, come on.
Thank you.
John, here is what will probably be your favorite comment of the night. C. Winston saying Wendell Carter is 6'9", who plays like he's 6'2".
No, but his wingspan, guys. His wingspan.
Oh, yes.
His wingspan.
No, 6'2" guys can shoot. No, he doesn't even play that. 6'2" guys can shoot threes.
You are so right. Do you know how long it took for me to realize Ben Wallace was 6'9"? I thought he was like close to 7 feet.
Yeah.
Same with Bam Adebayo. Like Bam Adebayo, I thought was close to that. Like, yeah, he does not play up to his size. I completely agree with that.
All right, guys, we're going to get out of here in a minute, but we couldn't end tonight's show without first acknowledging some news that came across our timelines today. Bulls legend Joakim Noah officially going to hang them up. When he was waived by the Clippers before the start of this season, the reports were that he was leaning towards retirement, but nothing official. And then Shams Charania today tweeting, Joakim Noah is going to retire. He would like to retire a Bull. So you're probably going to see something similar to Luol Deng, where he signs an honorary one-day contract to officially retire, member of the Bulls. And here's the only thing that I think needs to be said. When you do that Joakim Noah retirement ceremony, you better not do it in an empty fucking stadium. You need to wait until we are past this COVID thing as a country. You need to wait until the United Center is at capacity, 20,000 plus fans screaming up on their feet as Joakim Noah is sitting or standing center court, receiving the honor of being one of the greatest Bulls of all time. It was a sad day for me, but also a happy, reflective day. That dude gave me so many amazing memories as a Bulls fan. Even beyond Derek, he is the one who brought back the insanity inner levels of my Bulls fandom that didn't exist since the Dynasty days. He is why I break things when I watch the Bulls. He was why I broke things when I watched the Bulls, because my energy level was his energy level. And that is so rare in professional sports, and it meant so much to me, and it still does.
That's beautifully said, bro. That's beautifully said. Absolutely. Joakim
Namaste.
I mean,
his energy level was my energy level. That says it all, right? God damn, that's good.
Yeah, Joakim Noah, man. Awesome, period.
Hall of Famer.
We can argue that. Well, you know what? Because we're counting college.
So that's what I'm saying. I think the college puts him through.
Back-to-back titles.
That's a Hall of Fame.
That's big. They value college more than pros, too, sometimes.
Yeah. I just still always remember when he got drafted and how excited I was and how shocked I was that people weren't as excited as me when they drafted him, because I don't watch a ton of college basketball, but I definitely watched those 2 seasons of Florida, and he always stood out. And I was like, this dude was the MVP of the tournament, and we're not happy about this? Like, I watched him go up against the best center in the game, who was Odom at that point in time. I watched him go up against him and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand why people didn't see it, but I'm glad everybody got over that. You're right, Matt. A lot of people think about maybe the Derrick Rose shot, when the double tap of the chest, things like that as that moment. But for me, when I think of that era, the first moment that comes to my mind is him stealing the ball from Paul Pierce, going
Game
coast
6,
to coast,
2009.
dunking, going home, and one. I cannot tell that feeling that you're talking about, Matt. I completely had it right there. Like it hit you all in the face and it came right up out your head.
Yep.
And I hadn't had that since 98. Like that was the first time I had that feeling. It wasn't a feeling of, oh yeah, we did something nice. It's a feeling of, oh my God, we're awesome. Like we are great. And the timing of it, and he hit the free throw. Like, and just the timing of it, it was just brilliant, man. And I love Joakim Noah, man.
That
he was fun to watch.
That saying that a lot of sports fans use, like if you watch a hype video that's making its ways around Twitter, sports fans saying like, I'm about to run through a wall right now. I'm ready to run through a wall. It gets overused and it's overly saturated now. Joakim truly made me feel like I could run through a wall because he looked like he was about to run through a freaking wall on every second of every play.
And you would follow him if he ran through that wall. We all going through that wall. Because that's Joakim Noah, man.
Head fucking first, man.
Awesome, man.
Oh, all right. That's it. We got one more game on deck before the All-Star break. Bulls need that All-Star break because, boy, second half of the schedule is brutal. So we got Zion and the Pelicans back here Wednesday night. Hopefully we can end this first half of the season with a W and stay flirting with that Eastern Conference playoff picture. Thanks, as always, for hanging out with us tonight, you guys. We appreciate it every night that you tune in with us. We love the Bulls. You love the Bulls. We love hanging out with you. Just a reminder, if you ever miss these Hot Mics live, you can catch the archived episodes on the BAWL on Bulls YouTube channel and in podcast form on that BAWL on Bulls podcast feed, wherever you get your podcasts. For Big Dave Watson and John Sabine, Matt Peck saying thanks for watching. Stretch forward with the Bulls Outcasts. See you back here on Wednesday.